Hey guys, Brendan here, BYOTools, aka BYOT. Thank you for joining me, and today, it finally happened. I broke my iPhone screen. Yep. It didn't even happen doing this, or even this. It happened when I was just screwing around. But in any case, it's broken and needs to get fixed. I don't want to shell out $700. How about 50 bucks? I'll show you how to fix it. Keep on watching. Let's get started.
And there you have it. That is one cracked up iPhone screen. Yeah. As a quick side note, I actually used tape to actually adhere to the screen right after I shattered it, just because that'll help save the screen itself as well as your hands from getting any shards in it. Now this is the screen protection kit that I purchased. It was literally $38 and I got it in 2 days, so keep that in mind. Very easy. There's plenty out there, but this is from iPHONE or iPHONE. I don't know. Depends on if you're French, I think. Anyways. You have a nice little case here at the screen. You have some nice fun tools, little case right there. You also have a suction cup to remove the broken screen from your existing phone. Yep. Also, you have a couple other small little tools to help you maneuver in these small little spaces, because everything within this phone is very small. Just keep that in mind. You also get some nice little 1-2 step wet naps to clean your screen, as well as some screen protectors. So that is very nice that they actually include those as well. Plus, of course, some good old instructions. Yep, everyone needs these, right? No? Yeah, I do, especially for this project. When I start really opening up, I get to find out we have so many fun little things like a fake little guitar pick and these cute little guys that are basically screwdrivers, but mini screwdrivers. They also look like bolts. Pew, 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 pew. Go ahead and take your mini screwdriver / bullet and start removing the 2 screws that are at the bottom of your iPhone. Now just make sure you have the correct screwdriver in order to make sure these screws come out properly. Next, go ahead and take your little suction cup, put it on the actual front of the phone case at the bottom, then use your cute little guitar pick and start wedging it into the corner of itself, gently and slowly. Slowly, you'll be able to remove the entire plate and open up completely. Look at that. Look at all that fun stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just kidding, I read the instructions, kind of. In any case, go ahead and take your screwdriver, start screwing off the metal plate that is in the top right corner. Remove that gently, making sure you have all the screws and you put them nice and safely down. Then take your nice little pick, start picking off all these little end caps. They come off pretty easily, but you want to make sure you're careful when doing so. You don't want to damage anything at this point. Now just remember, you need this metal plate on the back side. Even though you're throwing away the screen, you still need that. So remember. Go and remove the protective panel that is on the home button side. Now if you're wondering, I do have an iPhone 6, not a 6S, not a 7, a 6. Just remember that one. It could be different if you have a different model, just saying. But in any case, go ahead and then reverse sides, remove the protective panel that is on the speaker / front camera side, and go and start removing all those cute little pieces. Now things like the camera and the ear speaker are things you're going to have to remove and then reattach onto your new screen, because that's not something that actually is provided in most cases. You just have to be careful, use your snips to slightly and gently remove everything, and there you go. Look at that. Yeah, look at that thing. There's a lot there. But also remember the fact that you should be wearing gloves this whole process. You don't want to have nice greasy hands over all these small little parts, because I'm sure that is not good for it. Now there are a total of 6 side screws that need to be removed to remove this entire large metal panel, and it's pretty easy to do. You also have to remember to remove this cute little button, your cute little hand button, slowly and gently, and saving it for later, because you do have to apply that to your new screen as well. So just remember that one. Once you have your panel completely free, make sure that you visually take a look and see, and make sure it doesn't have any type of damage on one side or the other. Then go ahead and grab your new and beautiful screen. Go ahead and remove the reddish film on the back side by peeling it off. Now there's one step I actually mistakenly didn't do correctly, and that is this small little flap right there. I need to actually pin that behind the metal panel, so just make sure you do that when you're doing so. I didn't do that, and I had to remove the panel itself. Ah yes, so much fun correcting your own mistakes sometimes, right? No. Anyways, all I'm doing here is actually screwing the 6 screws that I removed earlier and screwing the metal panel into position. Next, go ahead and start installing your home button and make sure it's placed back in position using your nice little swan tweezers. Yep, that's what I'm calling them, swan tweezers. They're so cute. In any case, there is some adhesive on the back side, so it does stick pretty easily. You just want to make sure you have it snapped on correctly until you hear the snap itself. Once you hear the snap, you know it is adhered properly. Once you have your home button fully secured, go ahead and take your metal protective plate and place that in position, and then go ahead and screw the 2 little screws in there and move on to the next step. Oops, don't forget about that little guy. This is where it comes in play and making sure that everything is very well sorted when you're actually removing all these screws, just FYI. And this guy right here, this is the reason why I screwed up, yeah. That guy right there is correct, so just remember that one. Next, go and place your mic and your camera into position, then placing the actual protective cover on top and screwing that into place. Now, the one tool I wish I did have was actually a magnetized screwdriver. It would have made things a lot easier trying to pick up some of these small screws and put them into place. Just think about that one before you start this. Now, once you have all that fully installed, it is now time for your final connection points. These connection points are very vital and important, so make sure they're snapped on properly. Trust me, you'll take a look at the outtakes and see why I say that. You should hear a snap, as in that type of snap. So make sure you hear that. If you don't hear that, then it probably isn't connected properly. Go ahead and grab your cover plate, place your cover plate into the location, and then start screwing away. Now, I personally only screwed in a couple screws, then I actually flipped the unit over, turned it on, and made sure that everything was working correctly and functional due to the fact that I didn't want to fully enclose everything prior to making sure that everything's working in its proper way. Yeah, that's smart. Otherwise, you'd have to, reopen everything and do it all over again. And look at that, it actually turned on and looks pretty functional. So I'm going to actually just turn it off and then close it up very slowly and gently. You don't want anything to rub the wrong way at this point. Go ahead and grab your swan tweezers as well as your last 2 little baby screws and start screwing in the 2 small screws at the bottom there. And these really are the only thing that are holding your screen to your phone itself, so make sure that these are actually tightened properly and aren't going anywhere, because that's the last thing you want. Now that has been fully completed, go ahead and lay it down, turn it on, and cross your fingers. Hopefully it all works. Yes, it turns on, it flips through, yes, I can press YouTube, yes, buttons all work, camera works, check. Oh yeah, that is one beautiful, sexy beast of an iPhone that's not broken or shattered. Woo!
And there you have it, episode number 31 of BYOT done. This was not the easiest project for me due to the fact that I don't have hardly any electronic experience in this type of realm, but I was able to accomplish it. I'm sure you can. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, please subscribe to this channel, and please check out my Instagram feed. I post there weekly, if not daily. In any case, thank you for your time, and catch you next time.
So this is why you need to make sure everything's connected correctly. Yeah, otherwise buttons just don't work. Yeah, that's cute.